Hey, I'm Mindy Kinnis. This is the Daily Rage. This past weekend and yesterday, I was out of town at a friend's celebration of life in Phoenix. And of course, it was a very unfortunate situation that brought everybody together, but it was great to see friends, family, people I hadn't seen in quite a while. So I get back to Albuquerque, where I live, last night, ready to trade this morning. I'm like, that Apex Trader funding sale is still going on. Let me grab a new account. So I get a fresh new account this morning, paid, I don't know, $19 and whatever the cents was, and start trading. Everything's going to plan at first. And then my internet completely dies. And I can't, for whatever reason, get my hotspot to work right away. So I was in a trade, unfortunately. At that time, I start getting notifications from Xfinity. They're like, oh, we're working on an outage in your area. I'm like, great. Like, couldn't that have happened like 30 minutes ago? So I wouldn't have started trading in the beginning. Anyway, all that being said, by the time I actually got my account back on and was like connected again to the server, that account was totally busted. Got that lovely admin only on my Rhythmic. I'm like, okay, so not my favorite way to start out a brand new account is to blow it like almost immediately. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm also very, very aware, especially with the events of this past weekend, that it's not that big of a deal. So I know how frustrating trading losses can be. I know how frustrating it can be to blow an account. I've done it hundreds of times. But the reality is, let's keep perspective about what really matters and what doesn't matter quite as much. Again, it can be frustrating in the moment, but when you compare it to things like friendship and like family and like, just beautiful supportive relationships, that's really what matters in life. And the more that we can keep that in mind and that in perspective, it's really, really helpful as we go into day by day trading to not get too worked up about the things that maybe don't go our way. All that being said, let's take a quick look at the markets. This one is the Dow futures on a daily time frame. Again, huge range yesterday. I wish I would have been trading yesterday because that just looks gorgeous. Today, a lot of indecision. Pretty tiny body on that candle, a whole lot of wick. We're still still working our way up toward 50,000. I'm just going to leave that line up there until we eventually hit it, which hopefully will not be too much in the distant future. Let's just take a look at the Nas. This one had a big pullback today. A lot of people are exiting tech. You can see 808 on the range on that one, which is massive for the Nasdaq. And we did go all the way down below the daily cloud. That's fairly significant, but was able to bounce back out of there. And we're ending just at the very tip top of that cloud. So not looking great, but we'll have to see, like, is that going to act as support and in the coming days push that higher, or are we just going to kind of continue that sell-off of tech? We'll have to wait and see what happens. As for me, I am going to take advantage of this 90% off sale that is still going on for another day and 7 hours. That's till tomorrow, Wednesday night at midnight. This is the one that I was using, the 1970 for a 50K evaluation, but there's special pricing on these higher ones too for just $39.70 if that suits your trading plan better. Anyway, there's a link and coupon code down below if you need that. The coupon code is Lucra, Lucra, same name as my company, so it's easy to remember now. A massive thank you to everybody that does use my coupon. I really do appreciate that. I will be right there with you trading a brand new account tomorrow morning. And hopefully we can get some traction with those as we are now in the second month of 2026. I'm Mindy Kinnis. Thanks so much for watching.